Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your day today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Guys, I just want to have a little bit of fun. I don't know. I guess some people will think it's fun. Some people will go, that's not funny, but let's just try. So my guilty pleasure, 90 Day Fiancé, 90 Day Fiancé. Yes, so, guys, Angela's Michael from Nigeria, Michael who's been waiting forever, Michael who's put up with everything, had everything thrown on him, had a crazy woman from America come to Nigeria to break up his car, to destroy his car that she bought him. That Michael. Remember that Michael? He's been on 90 Day Fiancé forever. They've been together forever. She's from Hazelhurst, Georgia. And he's not. And she's been dangling promises over his head for a very long time, and he's been complicit, to say the least. In my opinion, Michael's been abused and abused and abused, and Angela has been just horrible. Her behavior has just been horrible, and for the most part, the way she treats him is horrible. I believe somewhere inside of Angela Deem is this heart, but she doesn't want anybody to touch it. She's afraid of that. That's her biggest fear. And because of that, she's never going to have what she wants with somebody, regardless of who that somebody is. So a couple days ago, apparently, Angela made a complaint, missing persons, or be on the lookout, a bolo. Be on the lookout for Michael, who, let's not forget, he's from Nigeria, very dark-skinned man, missing in Hazelhurst, Georgia. Now, in certain parts of our country, unfortunately speckled throughout our whole country, is racism and a hatred just for what somebody might look like. And people there was a legitimate concern for Michael. However, apparently, Michael was found not to be missing. He was found to have, according to him, kind of like ran for his life. So allegedly something happened out in California where the police were called to a hotel, allegedly, and Angela and Michael were in the hotel, and allegedly Angela had used a stun gun on Michael. I don't know the truth about that. That's what's out there. They get to Georgia, where Angela's from, and allegedly she takes his passport and takes everything of his and takes it away from him so that he can't go anywhere. And, Angela is very handsy. We've seen her be physical with Michael. We haven't seen Michael be physical with her, but we've seen her be physical with Michael. So, according to the YouTube content creators that I've heard and the stuff that I've read, he just couldn't handle being with her anymore. He had a burner phone. Nobody knows how he got this burner phone, and he was able to contact somebody and get help. Angela is saying he left because I got him here, and now he just wants to leave. He's already on the soil, and he just used me for that. You would like to believe that. You would like to believe that nobody's leaving you just because of you. But you need to look in the mirror and realize somebody's leaving you because of you, because of your behavior, because you don't gradually get upset, Angela Deem. You go from 0 to 100, and you're too old to do that. Because I understand doing that too. And listen, again, I'm a person sitting in front of an iPhone telling you what I think, but I've been that way. I've gone from 0 to 100. But at some point, you realize that you're not going to get anywhere that way. You start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. Think about it. You got to stop. If you can't afford to give your heart to somebody because you know that you're afraid to do that, then don't do it. But don't make it his fault because you're afraid to trust him. And if he's done something in the past that makes you afraid to trust him, then don't, and call it over. It seems like the both of you were trying to forgive and forget, and everything. You got engaged, things would get better. You get married, things would get better. You do this, things will get better. You come to the United States, things will get better. No, none of these situations change because you guys haven't changed anything about yourself. I like Michael. I don't know if Michael cheated on Angela. I'd like to question Michael and say, how can you fall in love with somebody who treats you so bad? Because that's me seeing it on television, something that you guys are putting out there. So the fact that Michael took off and ran for his life, listen, it's called survival. The fact that he had to do that in a small little town, Hazelhurst, Georgia, that's sad. That's desperate. I heard she went out for cigarettes. He was supposed to be watching one of the grandkids and he took off. And people are saying, well, how could he do that? The kid that he took off on was just seven years old, and she had some traumatic brain surgery. What'd you want him to do? Take her? Get kidnapping charge? According to him, Angela had taken his passport and ripped it up and stuff like that. Now, Angela was on a show. She has a passport. But if she told him that, who knows? I could believe it. There's not much that I wouldn't believe Michael saying about Angela, to be honest with you. And that's not because of Michael. It's because of Angela's behavior. But I guess he's safe and sound now. Hey guys, so what's really weird now is that Angela has done a live stream on Michael, telling, I guess, her side of the story, of course, that Michael used her the whole time and that she's innocent of everything and the only thing she's guilty of is loving him. And we all know different because we've seen different. We've seen her put hands on him. In the meantime, she did this stream and she couldn't talk really because she's under contract and obligation from the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, and she could lose everything if she speaks. So what she did was she had other people speak for her. Angela's got a way of getting around things, and that's what's caused this problem here, is that she hasn't done things correctly in her life, in my opinion, in the way of loving somebody. I think she did hang on to Michael's passport. I think she did dictate Michael's life. Michael's not an inmate that she would be taking care of in jail. But I think because Angela is so afraid of getting hurt, she makes it impossible to love her. Therefore, he's using me, he was using me, could never be because of the way you treated him. It's going to be because he was seeking to come to this country, that he put up with all your bullshit for all of these years. No offense, but that ain't worth it. That's not worth it. So supposedly, according to Angela, Michael is with a woman that's here in the United States. So my thing would be, why didn't she get Michael here? If that's the case. Maybe Michael's just somewhere safe and doesn't want to be bothered. And that's what Michael said. After that live stream went up, apparently he called in and he said, I'm safe, but I'm afraid for my life. Poor Michael. It's really not funny. Hey, listen, any kind of domestic abuse is really not funny. I do think some of this stuff is elaborated for the show, but somebody putting hands on somebody is never good. It's not a good idea. Angela, I'm sure, has a good heart in there somewhere, but it has been so messed up by people that she's not ready to give it to anybody. So she needs to just keep it to herself and keep everybody safe from it, because Angela needs therapy on her own. There wasn't anything so wrong with the outside of her. She needed therapy to fix the inside of her. There ain't no plastic surgery that can do that. So she's got to take care of herself and do that. In the meantime, I don't know what's going to be. I don't know what's going to be with Michael and her. But they have been quite entertaining throughout the many years that we've watched them. They have not failed us at all. There's times when Angela has really pissed me off, and I was like, man, I'm glad that wasn't me you said that to. And, you know, I don't know. If I was Michael, unfortunately, I'd have slept with my eyes open. But the first time that she would have gone crazy on me would have been the last time that she would have gone crazy on me. It's easy to say that now. Michael, I guess, figured he had so much invested. He wanted to come over here. He had so much invested in her. I guess maybe he thought things would change once he came over. Maybe she promised him that. In the meantime, he's in friggin' rural Georgia. Not the place for him to be if he doesn't feel safe in the house. Because maybe he doesn't feel too safe outside the house. You know? So, anyway, guys, I guess we'll wait and see. We have a 90-Day Fiancé tell-all this tomorrow night, right? Sunday night. So that's going to be exciting. Guys, I'm going to go live Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe. I'm going to put something up in my community page. I'm interviewing somebody. So, guys, until then, thanks for all of your support and all the appreciation. I don't have a lot of 90-Day Fiancé supporters on this channel, right? But hopefully you guys will check it out and see what you think. Guys, don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday, but not half as good as you're going to be tomorrow. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I'm Toddy One Skip. Out of here.